Laverne!
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 I'm sleepy, Laverne.
Laverne!
I'm hungry, Laverne.
Laverne!
Howdy, everybody. John Coffee here with
Matt!
and you are watching.
Matt Reviews!
And we are in
Summer of Camp.
Yeah. This next film we're about to review was one I was a little hesitant to put in the summer camp growing up with it. But then I realized summer camp doesn't have to be bad movies. Summer camp is just cheesy, fun movies. So we are reviewing
Creepshow 2.
the sequel to George A. Romero's masterpiece of an anthology film with a lesser film. This one not directed by,
George A. Romero.
but I do believe the stories are still written by Stephen King.
Yeah, and the director is Michael Gornick.
Michael Gornick. Don't know what else he's done.
From I'll Get Up Later.
From I'll Get Up Later. I don't feel like doing it right now. Alright, so,
What's that?
I don't know. The first Creepshow had what? Let's see if we can figure it out. Father's Day.
Father's Day.
They're creeping up on you.
That was the last one.
Okay, well, if we're going to do it in order. Father's Day. Father's Day.
Let me go with the case.
No, something tied you over.
It had 4.
The Crate.
The Crate. No, it had 5, didn't it?
The Crate. The Lonesome Death of Jody Verrill. And Something Creeping Up on You. Right?
It's 6. Right?
That's 5.
5. Okay.
5. First film had 5 shorts in it. All directed by George Romero, written by Stephen King. This one has 3! So yes, they took away 2 short films. Probably not the best idea.
No.
You want to do this like we do all anthologies, break it down segment to segment, give each segment a rating, and then do an overall?
Yeah.
Alright, so the very first segment of Creepshow 2 is the wraparound.
The wraparound.
Yes, the wraparound. With the Creeper.
The Creeper.
Who's a mailbag guy who's played by Tom Savini. Not voiced by Tom Savini, but played by Tom Savini. And although he may be voiced by Tom Savini, they made his alter his voice. I don't know. I never knew how that worked. But anyways, so basically he throws off the Creepshow comic book to the little boy named Billy.
Billy.
And the wraparound is about Billy being bullied. And it has a twist ending at the very end. And the Creeper and the Creeper introduces each segment in a funny, witty way.
It's not that funny.
So the first segment is Old Chief Woodenhead. Old Chief Woodenhead is about an elderly couple. I think it's fair to say. Not like we can't do nothing old, but
Not like nursing home.
no, not nursing home old, but older. And they're running a convenience store in a rundown town. And out in front they have this old wooden. What's the
Indian.
Is Indian okay to say? Or should we
Native
say,
American Indian.
Should we say Native American?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we'll say Native American. We'll be PC. Try not to be racist. We are from the South, but we're not racist.
We're not racist.
I was like, we did that, but seriously, we're not racist. Anyways, and the primary residents of this town are Native Americans who owe this shop owner a lot of money. So one day they bring him their finest jewels. And he says, if 2 autumns passes, which is 2 falls.
2 balls.
Falls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Autumn. You keep them, which apparently they're worth a lot of money. But if we pay you back, we get them back. And at first he's like, no, I can't do this. He's like, no, take it. But a younger Native American man
Named Sam Whiteload. Sam Whiteload. That's kind of racist.
a little bit. But who is not so nice comes and robs the place.
Not so nice. This guy's freaking the devil. He's like, I'll shoot you.
Should we spoil it?
That doesn't matter. I don't think
This film did come out in '87, and it is a classic. And if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and spoil it. He kills the 2 elderly people, but there's a person waiting to gather revenge.
Oh my god.
Should we say who it was, or should we leave it there?
I'll go ahead and say it.
What is it?
Spoiler alert, it's Chief Woodenhead.
Yeah!
Chief Woodenhead that can barely move.
Yeah!
He's like this.
Alright, Matt. So, what'd you think about this segment?
Oh, I don't know what to think about it. To tell you the truth.
This is gonna be weird, because I think this is the first time where no, this ain't the first time I really like it. I like Zombie Bloodbath, and you really didn't like it.
Well, to tell you the truth, I really didn't like this
Segment?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, yeah, it's cheesy. It's retarded. But I think it's fun. Like, I like the Sam guy. I like when he's in the booth and he's like flipping his hair. He's like, when they see me in Hollywood.
You ain't going to Hollywood, you're dead!
They're gonna be like, Sam, get in front of the cameras. What have you been doing? I think that's funny. I find that guy to be really funny.
Oh, that's supposed to be funny.
And the fat guy's like,
I gotta get to my nerves.
but they all get at the end, so.
Yeah, that's what I love
And the
about
ending
this thing.
the ending's a little weird.
I'm sorry if any of the actors are watching this, but you guys did a bad job. It was awful.
That should be on the DVD. Sorry to any of the actors watching, but you did a bad job. Alright, so that's old Chief Woodenhead. What would you give it out of 5?
Well, 3.
I give it a 3.5.
Alright.
Next up, The Raft.
I
Which,
actually do like this one.
a tidbit for you that I heard somewhere. If it's true, who knows? But I had heard that this was originally supposed to be in the first Creepshow, but George Romero had no clue how to make it work. So, that's not saying Michael Gornick's a better director.
No.
No. Just saying.
You know, Romero did have his crappy movies.
Oh yeah, but everybody does. But anyways, this one is easy. It's about 4 kids who go swim into a raft in this lake.
And they're all weekends.
They're all smoking pot, looking to have a good time, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. When this gigantic blob of black monsters
Trash bags
begins to eat them all one by one. And that's the raft.
Yeah.
But I like this one quite a bit.
I'll give you what they're basically doing. They swim to this raft, right? For some reason it has a ladder attached to it. Then, well, I guess it's easier to get on them.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're on it, there's this big glob of crap, whatever it is. It just comes to them and basically picks them off one by one.
Now, what I like about this segment is, like, yeah, you can definitely say the acting is a little...
Yeah, like,
little shaky.
I'm gonna suck in the mouth. I'm not even joking.
Or that one guy, Laverne.
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 I'm sleepy, Laverne.
Laverne.
I'm hungry, Laverne.
Laverne.
Other than that, the makeup effects in this segment are fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I really couldn't tell between the blood or the glob.
But what I'm talking about is, like, the special scene where the one dude is getting ripped and the leg comes up like it's broken. That leg looks real, you know.
Yeah, but it just, the way it's set up, I thought it was kind of cheesy. It was just like this. His leg pops up.
Like,
Oh,
it'd be funny if he did this, man. He's like,
Miracle Flipperback.
anyways,
You guys don't even know what we're talking about, probably.
there may be some MMA fans out there.
Yeah, but if you're not, you don't.
So
know
yeah,
what
that's
we're
the raft. That's an easy one to talk about. What are you gonna give that one out of 5?
I'll give this one a 4.
I'm gonna agree with you on this one. Now, we're set up for the finale.
No! 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 This one's awful! It's god awful! It is crap! It is nerd! And it should be thrown on the ground!
The Hitchhiker.
That's not really the title. That's not what I said is the title.
This one is about a rich whore
Basically. Who is married.
and is going with a man whore, sleeping with him for money. Disgusting.
Disgusting, babe.
And one night she's heading home. She's late, so she's just not really paying attention to what she's doing. She drops a cigarette. Oh, no! I burned the seats. Blam! Runs right into a hitchhiker. Kills him.
This hitchhiker wearing a rain jacket when it's not even raining.
It might have been raining. Anyway.
And for some reason, I don't know if it. Well, it did snow now, didn't it?
It snowed.
So.
It was probably cold.
Yeah, you had a beanie on.
So, runs him over. And she's like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I can't go to jail. So she drives off. But.
Starts talking to herself.
She talks to herself the whole time.
Over and over and over and over and over and over. Sorry. Go ahead.
And, the hitchhiker isn't all dead. He's back. He wants to thank her for the ride. Repeatedly.
Thanks for a ride. I got something to say before this thing's over with. Well, this segment, I think it was awful. It was just plain
I
out.
disagree. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's kind of fun. I mean, like, I'll give it.
It's fun.
It's repetitive, and the chick talking to herself is very irritating. But just watching that guy just like climbing out from the car with his face hanging, I'm like, "Fuck, for the ride, lady."
It sounds like Elvis.
Do your impersonation, Matt.
the wood thing.
Yeah, do your impersonation. Do it.
Are you sure this is allowed?
It's fine. Go for it.
Like.
Minor spoiler.
He shows up to the house, and then that guy and the wife's there. Like, we survived that. Thanks for the ride, lady. Also, you sir, your wife's been cheating on you. And sleeping with this one man whore.
I'll see you later.
What?
That would have been a great way to end the segment. Unfortunately, it didn't. And then
Instead, he's facing nubbing on her face.
And with his tongue all hanging out, which looks to me like the same dummy from Day of the Dead, just covered in more blood. Remember Dr. Tongue from the very beginning of Day of the Dead? That's what it looks like to me. Either way, it's pretty good. The makeup effects in this one are not bad too. They're pretty good. I believe K and B worked on this movie, which they're good. They're good.
Yeah, but this movie is cheesy as frick.
It is. It's an 80s film. Well, it's late 80s. Before the 80s got along, the cheesier things got. That's why the 90s was so drab. People were just so sick to death of just cheesy movies, you know? So, yeah. We're going to give we're going to give Hitchhiker.
I'm going to give it a 2.
I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Really?
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 You just probably don't know what I'm talking about there. I mean, he doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
No. But, the big problem with this film is, one, not enough stories. This is one of those things where if you had one bad one, which I think the Hitchhiker one is, like you said, like, I don't hate it like you hate it, but it isn't very good, and it really drags down the anthology.
Yeah, I'm like...
I've said it when I reviewed Little Deaths. It is really important in an anthology to have at least 4 or 5. You know, to flush it out. So it's not like, this sucks. You know? Another big problem is in the original, you had the wraparound with Tom Atkins and the kid. This one, it's a cartoon, and it's that 80s animation, and it's not very good 80s animation either. The kid looks like 30 years old.
Even the little kid, little Billy, he looks like he's a teenager.
He's like, "Hurr!"
And then the freaking big, fat, whatever he is, like, walking around with muscles. A big fat guy with muscles.
So, yeah, that's Creepshow too.
It's god awful.
I completely disagree.
I think it. I don't know what to think about it. I think it was bad. Really bad.
I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Creepshow. That is to be given. It is definitely a far step down from the original Creepshow. But as a standalone anthology, I think it's fun.
The first two are... The first one, it's okay. Second one, probably the best of them, of the 3. And then the third one, god awful. I think it was terrible.
I disagree.
No, give your mind about it.
What do you mean say?
Well, alright, like I said, what do you think about it?
I think the first one's fun. It's good. I think the second one's really good. Like, I honestly wish that Creepshow, instead of they're creeping up on you, had the raft at the end of it. Like, had it had the raft instead of they're creeping up on you, Creepshow would be an absolutely perfect movie. It's close to a perfect movie as it is, you know. And then The Hitchhiker, I mean, is it great? No. But is it the worst thing I've ever seen? No. So, out of 5, what are you going to give Creepshow to?
I'll give it 3.5.
That's a weird rating.
What?
Because what you did on this movie. You gave it a 3.5 because that's exactly what I would give it, and I praised it.
that's what you gave it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as well.
Bizarre.
It is weird. Anyways, so like I'd give Creepshow a 4.5. I think that's.
I think I gave it a 4. Didn't I?
I think it's as close to perfect as possible, without being perfect. Because I don't like they're creeping up on you. Is it terrible? No, it's not terrible, but I just don't like it. This is close to good, not great. It's like it's almost there. Had the Hitchhiker been better, it would have been better. But we've been rambling on for 14 minutes. Oddly enough, I liked it and gave it a 3.5. He didn't like it and gave it a 3.5.
It happens, folks.
It happens. So, thank y'all for watching. I'm John.
And I'm Matt.
And we will see you all
Next time.
and the fish has jumped.
And we're over time.